What's going on, Nation? Time for a bit of a quick update. Yeah, an update. We haven't done one of these in a long time, but I want to talk to you guys a little bit about a couple of things and some different ways that you can find out some new information that's going on with the channel and make a huge announcement. So sit tight and hang on for the ride. Firstly, of course, you guys have, if you guys are members of the Facebook page, if you're not, please become one. The link is down there in the description box. I'm going to try to get a link in the actual video. That way you guys can follow it as you're talking with me or as I'm talking to you, whatever it is. The Facebook page is definitely the premier place to find a lot of information about upcoming CKN videos or series or just basically yak in general about stupid stuff just for fun. It's a lot of fun. There's already about 3,400 of us that are over there, so definitely let's add on to the numbers and continue to talk together. But over there I was talking about doing a potential Lou Reed discography because of the unfortunate passing of Mr. Reed during the latter portion of the October month. Unfortunately, I am not going to be performing Louvember, principally because I just don't really have enough of his material right now and just don't have a lot of things together as far as that's concerned. So I think that over the course of the next couple of months, I'm going to do that primarily on the Cover Killer Nation blog. Now, if you guys don't remember the Cover Killer Nation blog, it was a tool that was used during the 24 hours of Cover Killer Nation. It gets updated every so often, so it's definitely not something that's consistent, but that link is also going to now appear, pa-ding, in order for you guys to check that out. And if that pa-ding didn't, lead to anything, there's a link in the description box there too. Whenever you see it, it'll say 24 hours of Cover Killer Nation. It's because it's what it was used for primarily and principally, but now it's become kind of an every so often updatable thing that I would like to keep consistent with the channel. And it's a great way to kind of, see some stuff that's going on with me on a more personal side, because I get the chance to throw a little bit more of effort into that as I would a Facebook post. So yeah, Louvember is going to be restricted to the blog. I'm going to make it no longer Louvember, just a Lou Reed discography, which will be an exclusive over to the blog, and I'll kind of get to do that at my leisure. But there is a discography that is coming up, and on Facebook, on the Facebook page, this is why you want to be a part of it, I listed 4 band names, and I wanted to see which ones that you guys like the best, and then I was going to tabulate votes, and the winner was going to get a discography. I didn't tell you guys that on there, principally because I didn't want that to sway things at all. I wanted to see the generalized preference, and I have the results. The 4 bands, by the way, were Anthrax, Testament, Overkill, and wow, I just lost my own place. Anthrax, Slayer, Testament, and Overkill. There we go. And here are the results that we have for that vote. We had, with 38 votes coming in at 4th place, there were over 200 votes, by the way. We have Overkill, 39 votes, just one above Overkill. We have Anthrax. At 50 votes, we have Slayer. And the winner, of course, I've already mentioned the other 3, so we know that Testament will be getting the discography review. They got 54 votes. They beat Slayer by 4 votes. Voting for that is closed. If you go over there and try to influence the voting by voting now, it's not going to get you anywhere because I'm not counting any more of them, because I already did some counting and that hurt my brain enough. So the Testament discography will be coming here and starting here within the next week or so, and we're going to go through everything with the lone exception of anything that I have already reviewed here on this channel, which may be a grand total of 1 album. So it's going to be fun. And I hope to see you guys commenting and talking with me on each and every one of those. I know that a lot of you are probably sick and tired of me covering bands with discographies in the thrash realm. However, it is something that I'm extremely comfortable with, for one. And for two, these are definitely bands that a lot of people really like to talk about, and I really like to encourage that in these videos. And plus, Testament's one band that I've never done a discography for, so this is brand new. This is fun. There will still be a couple of new release album review videos that need to be done over the course of the next couple of weeks. I know that some people have already asked me to review the new 5 Finger Death Punch, which I will be doing, and I'll also be covering the new Ghost BC EP. Even though that's mainly an EP of covers, I still want to touch base and talk about that because it seems like it'd be kind of a fun little thing to talk about a bit, and really to hear this band continue to evolve, even if their evolution is in the form of cover songs. It just seems like a lot of fun. I just recently covered a pretty much brand spanking new prog band in Prospect, which is really cool. That was kind of fun. That was just kind of a random pickup that just kind of really paid off. I really enjoyed it. But speaking of all of that, I want to talk a little bit more about December with you guys, because there's going to be some changes that are going to be made to the top whatever thing. Whereas in years past, where I had top 25 and then 5 honorable mentions, there's a good chance that that may be inflated a little bit this year, considering it becomes a little bit difficult to throw everything on there, and then you feel like there's some things left out, and you feel that it's really worthy to be on a list and be mentioned, but, you know, it's hard to do. So that's going to be expanded a little bit. I'm not sure if it's going to be 10 honorable mentions, or if it's going to become a top 30 with 10 honorable mentions for a total of 40, or if we're just going to go balls out and go for a top 50. I'm not really too sure how we're going to handle that yet, because, you know, a top 50, that video would tend to be pretty long, considering I like to hear myself talk, which is never good. But we'll see what happens there. Secondly, there is going to be an expansion process for the new, the top 10, you know, pop rock / indie / alternative albums is going to be expanded to a top 15. And I'm going to do my best to make sure that I have 10 albums for us to talk about for the worst of 2013 to make that video all the more epic, considering you guys tend to really, really love those videos. Aside from that, that's about all I have right now. If you guys have anything that you would like to add, or anything that you guys would like to see potentially in the new year, that is certainly something that we can talk about here in the next couple of months. The State of the Music address will be coming early on in 2014, probably just a couple of days after the new year, so definitely get hyped for that. Let's make this the biggest viewed State of the Music address of all time. Let's spread it to everybody whenever that happens, so get yourselves ready. And also, look forward to some further expansion in 2014 to potentially some other formats. We might be looking at some old vinyl. We might be looking at some movies. We might be looking at some TV shows finally. And maybe some gaming. I don't know. Really, one of the main things that I have kind of already... I've already told myself I'm going to do in 2014 is have a lot more fun with this channel, which I have a lot of fun already, don't get me wrong, but make it even more fun and make it a little bit more of a total experience for you guys. And yeah, we're going to see how that goes. But anyways, guys, I'll talk to you guys later. Definitely make sure you spread this around to everybody in the Cover Killer Nation and everybody who should be a member of the Cover Killer Nation. That way they all will know what's going on. And anybody that you know that is a huge Testament fan needs to subscribe like right now, because it's about to be like their heaven. So let's do that. I'll talk to you guys later. Keep it metal.